these stories like you made the mad money, and I said you did, but I don't think you made more money in the street than me. You know how much me and Zeke was scared? I don't even want to discuss it. I know statute of limitations is up, but I'm scared. I didn't tell you what we was doing, man. Do a background check for me. So, no, hold on, you asked, I know you like your legends and all that. I know you like your legends and all them legends, and I heard niggas feel it. Who had a better run in Harlem than me, bro? Ever. I'm just saying, tell me. Who had a better run? I'll see it. I'll wait.
Wait, you said you made more money in the street than AZ? That's what you said?
Yes. What?
You hold on now. He was getting joints, he was getting bricks for a certain amount of price that's unheard of to sell them for another price. And he had the jukebox, and he had 130, what's that, 133rd? Come on, bro. It's just flowing.
You know how much a gram of heroin was in Columbus, Ohio?
You trying to...
Yes or no? $350. You know how much a gram of heroin in New York is if you getting bricks? $50 to $55. So you do your math. Do the math again. Okay, do it again.
so you was buying... hold on. So you was buying 750s and all that when you was bored. When you wanted to match your clothes, you was buying 7... He wasn't Rayful Edmonds or nothing, but you was buying 750s and all that.
The diplomat movement got started from Ohio.
Indeed, man, it's your boy, man. Bronx Afghanistan, black niggas know what it is. Check this out. We're gonna cut right to the chase, man. Y'all niggas know I had to chime in this right quick. You dig? I had to, my niggas. Cameron, man. Now, I fucks with Cameron, right? Cameron is Harlem. He personifies Harlem, my niggas, and that's a fact, right? That's a fact rap. Everybody know that, right? But he says back in the days he made more money than AZ made. Y'all niggas know Black had the charm on that. Y'all know Black had the charm on that, you heard? Why must we make buffoonery? Cam, is you doing your ting-ting now? Yeah. No doubt about it. But making more money than A made back then? Cam, you forgot you said this?
Out of college, right? I didn't have $1. And I remember me and Dame went to meet Jay-Z and Ty at Jackson Hole's restaurant. They was with two chicks, and me and Dame just pulled up, ate with them. So I'm like, damn, I don't have $1. And Ty looked young, you know he's short, so you don't know how old Ty is or whatever. And it was time to pay. I'm like, I don't know what's about that. I hope Dame got me or whatever. He probably older than me, but I thought he was my age or younger. And this nigga pulled out a knot like this. And I was like, oh, if niggas my age like this getting this much money, I got to go get some money. And he the nigga, I swear to God, that day, I was like, I'm gonna get money tomorrow. If I gotta rob a nigga, I gotta do whatever. I'm not gonna get a nigga that short. My age pulling out this much money. He paid for everything. That really motivated me to say, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna get some money. And that week later, I started getting money.
Yes, man. Let me tell you something, man. Cam, you a kid, man, compared to A, right? And first and foremost, I want to remind everybody before niggas, you know what I mean? They never mention this, but AZ is from the Bronx, my niggas. He's a Bronx nigga. He moved to Harlem. Salute to that, right? Just figured I'd make that Bronx Afghanistan clear with a Bronx Afghanistan fact, niggas, right? But back to the subject at hand, my niggas. Cam, you was not making more money than A back then, Mo. You wasn't getting to the bag like that. You admitted it yourself, my nigga. You're making more. Are you the man in Harlem now? I would probably say you are. You and Mace probably shared for that matter, you heard? Because you have to be honest. Y'all making legal bread now. See, but you gotta understand, back then there was no legal bread in the rap game like that. Post said several times, yo, if I would've knew when Puff was trying to be down with us and Puff was trying to run with us and all that, if I would've knew Puff was gonna end up making bread like that, like he is today.
Last time with Puff, I didn't even see the potential that he had and the success that he was going to ultimately come to. I wish I did. I would've just took all my money and just chilled. Just invest. Yeah, you know, but things happen, so. And that was Teddy Riley, Puff Daddy, LL, you know, me and L was cool. but it was never a thing where.
I would have threw some of that dough his way and invested that and flipped that double time, stacked that back. But Poe said we just didn't see the money back then. Said that about several niggas. Puff, Teddy Riley, Harlem Night, you dig? Aaron Hall, Bronx Gangsta Night, you dig? See, this shit run deep. It's an uptown thing. It's an HBO thing. So there ain't no hating, man. Bronx and Harlem go hand in hand, my niggas. But back to the subject at hand. When you talking about making more money than A, Cam, nah. You wasn't, homie. There's no way on God's green earth you was making the dough that A was making back then. Are you holding it down now? Yeah. But brothers gotta stop letting things manipulate the narratives. You getting it now. Much success to you, Cam. You getting it now. But was you getting it back then more than A was? Back in your youth compared to A youth? I don't think so. I still, if you ask me, and I fuck with both of y'all, but I still, if you ask me, your level still ain't up where A is up at. A will always be a street legend, a Harlem legend, a king legend. That's a different type of...
What's going on, Black?
What's happening, brothers? What's happening? What's happening, brothers? What's happening?
I got something to say to the homeboys from around the way. What's going on? What's going wrong? Knocking each other off, word is wrong. Stop the violence, must live in peace and silence. I come to solve the problem.
What you talking about, A?
132 Harlem, torture for crack, 12-year-old kid kidnapped. What's going on, Black?
I don't know for sure, but Rich ain't go out like that.
Yeah, cause he was too clever. He kept the 9 and vest underneath the leather. It had to be someone he know. Yo, A.